Good morning, my friends. How are you today? I hope you're having a good morning so far. You've done some stretches and you've shooken your body awake, splashed some water on your face, washed your hands. Maybe you had some sticky waffles and had to get that maple syrup off. Maybe you had some cereal and you got some milk on your face and you had to wipe it off. So I hope you're ready and you're awake and you're here for today's lesson. With a big smile on your face. I am going to show you my heart, saying good morning from my heart to your heart. Let's have a fun time. And the rainbow for all of my friends that are not here, but we're all having the lesson together. I'm thinking of you and I can't wait to see you again. Can't wait to all be together. And let's start with our calendar. So, who knows what day it is? Yesterday was Wednesday, so today is, did you say Thursday? You're right. Okay, and yesterday was Wednesday, April 8th, so that means today is Thursday, April 9th. So here we go, Thursday, April 9th. Awesome. And who can tell me what year it is? What year is it? Yeah, it's 2020, so that's what year it is. And oh my goodness, that calendar's still not colored. Oh, one of these days, I promise. Okay, so there, I hope you had fun doing your calendar, and maybe you're ticking off each day or coloring in each day as you go. That's fun too. And then for our book today, it's super sunny where I am, and no rain. It's kind of cold, but not too bad. And here it says, my book I wrote April 9th, 2020, and I drew the sun for today. And I'm going to look at my weather jar. So, there was no rain last night, and actually when I picked it up this morning, I barely even saw one single drop of water in it. It's pretty much empty. So I'm going to have to put what again for my book? I'm going to put a tuh sound. I'm going to put a tuh sound in my book to remind me that on this day, I didn't have very much weather, or I didn't have any rain, and I just had trace amounts of moisture in my weather jar, in my rain jar. Okay, so I hope you're having fun doing that. And of course, we are still in the season of, what season? Yep, you got it. It's the season of spring. And all week we've been talking about birds. And yesterday we talked a little bit about the life cycle and about what makes a bird. So how do we identify this species? Because there's so much variation, and the things that we talked about were what? There was 4 things that we talked about, and I'm wondering if you can name them for me. Okay, so let's do the first one together. So what is one thing that we can think of? Yeah, did you say feathers? All right, yeah, so all birds have feathers. What's another trait? Did you say eggs? Yeah, all birds come from eggs. Okay. Okay, what's the third one? Did you say wings? Yeah, all birds have wings. That's the third one. So we said eggs, feathers, wings, and one more thing that identifies all birds is their beak, right? So all birds have beaks, and like we talked about yesterday, they're all different sizes and different shapes and have different purposes based on what they have to do with them. And I wanted to show you this guy because this was actually my favorite stuffy when I was a child, and I named her Larissa the loon, and there's her feet. And yeah, she's pretty much a life-size version of a loon. And of course, loons are a bird. And yeah, so she has feathers, and she has a beak, and she has wings. The wings are kind of sewn down. And yeah, loons don't really fly. They kind of flutter a little bit over the water, but really they use their wings to help them dive down deep and catch fish. And like her beak is kind of meant for catching fish. and she came from an egg. Yeah, so loons usually put their nest on islands or on rocks, sort of away from predators. And one cool thing about loons is that usually a pair of loons, so a male and a female, live on one leg. So they usually are pretty territorial, which means that they're pretty specific about what area is theirs, and they keep other loons away. So usually only one loon family lives on a lake. And our loon family on this lake had babies last year, which was really great. So they were so cute, and they were swimming all around, and they were gray and fluffy. And hopefully they'll come back this year, and we'll get to see them again. And also loons speak to each other in a bunch of different calls, and so they, the pair will call to each other across the lake. So that's why a lot of the times in cottages in summer you can hear beautiful loon calls traveling across the lake. Yeah. All right, so that's a little bit about birds. And then we have this fun activity today that I sent to you all, and hopefully you got a chance to print it. Basically, we are making little bird finger puppets, and I'm just going to pull this stuff to the side so we can all see it. And I think I'll just put this over here for now. Oh, here. Okay, so this is the sheet that I sent you, and there was a colored version you can cut out. This is the uncolored version, so you can do both. You can print both and color one and cut the other, color the eggs, and then there was also the little nest part that you can cut and color. And if you don't have a printer, you can't print, and also you can just look at the pictures of these birds and draw them yourselves and make them into little puppets. Little finger puppets if you would like. So they also included the eggs. So I thought it'd be fun if we kind of looked at the eggs that it gave us, and we looked at the birds, and we can kind of match them up and put them in the nest. And yeah, it's kind of fun exploring birds that way. Okay, so the first one I'm going to grab is the wood pigeon. And pigeons, there you see him. Hello. Pigeons often come around the city because they eat a lot of scraps, and they eat lots of things in the city streets. And certain cities like Paris have a lot of pigeons if you ever go there. Yeah, and so the pigeon's egg are this one here, this large kind of white, light blue, light white cream one, if you can see it. And it says in our book that the pigeon's egg and the owl's leg look a lot of the same. So I'm going to put those two kind of in the nest, and I'm also going to show you the owl. So here is the owl. There he is. And owls, don't hang out too much in cities, although they do hunt mice and small squirrels and chipmunks. So owls you might see more in the countryside, but yeah, they come out at dusk, dark. Yeah, so there's the owl. Then we have the robin. Here's the robin. There he is. See him? There's the robin. And like I said, the robin's eggs are blue. I think I mentioned that the other day. Robin's eggs are blue. And you probably won't get to see them in a nest because the nests are in a protected space. But sometimes what we find is that after they hatch, you'll find the little blue shells around. So that's kind of a cool finding if you can find that. That's the robin. This one is the blue tit. There he is. That would be a cool bird to see. And this is the blue tit's egg. It's kind of speckled, light blue, white speckled. And then the last one is the blackbird. And blackbird eggs are blue with speckles. So there you go. There you go. So that's just 4 kind of common birds that you will see around, that you could see around. And I thought maybe it'd be fun if we did our little bird poem with the birds on our fingers. So if you want to make these and you want to try doing it with me, there, I have a whole hand of birds. Hello. Oops. Hello. There you go. Okay, so that poem went like this. It went, 5 little birds without any home, 5 little trees standing tall. Come here, little birds, build your home in our tall branches. We'll sway you back and forth. There we go. So you could play around with your bird finger puppets and do that. Another one we could do was the poem. Remember it? It said, oh yeah, I saw a little bird go hop, hop, hop. I said to the bird, stop, stop, stop. I went to the bird and said, how do you do? Wiggle, 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 away it flew. So that one's fun too. All right, so I hope you have fun playing with your bird puppets, your finger puppets, and yeah, I think there's lots of fun games you can play with them. You can even just play with them, make a tree for them, put them in the tree, whatever you want to do. It's all good. All right, and for French today, I thought we'd just look at the words that we talked about this week. I know Madame Debbie is also doing French, so I will just do a little bit of our vocabulary and sing some songs. We will say how we are, so let's do that. So I'm going to do the hand actions, and you shout it out. You say how you are today. All right, so we're going to go. Aujourd'hui, ça va. Bravo, mes amis! I hope you said however you're feeling, and yeah, I can't wait to hear you do it again. Okay, so the things that we had in French this week were what words? What was this called in French? We called this the, yeah, l'arc-en-ciel. L'arc-en-ciel. Oh. And then on a fait, we did, what was this one? Le nid. Bravo. Et puis, on a fait ça. What did we call these? Yeah, les bottes de pluie. Les bottes de pluie. Et yesterday, we did this one. Le parapluie. Le parapluie. Et aujourd'hui, we're going to add in this one. Do you guys know what this is called in French? Yeah, la fleur. Voila. And if we have more than one, we'll call it les fleurs. Voila. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 choses, 5 mots en français. Bravo. All right. So I'm going to move these down out of the way. And we're going to move on with our language lesson today. Okay, so I hope you all remember that yesterday we were working on a word map, okay? So I worked on mine a little bit more at home, and I'm going to send all the words that I put on mine to your grown-ups, and you can help put them on yours, and you can, if you want to put them on, you can write them, or your grown-ups can put them on and write them. And then the game that we're going to play to learn the sound th, because the t and the h give me the sound th, is we're going to take a little animal or figurine, and I have a little bunny rabbit. I thought he would be good for the season. And he's going to go in the middle. So you're going to put him in the middle, like that. And I can either do this with a grown-up or a friend or a sibling in my house, or I can play it by myself. So basically, I'm going to just have him hop to the next circled word, and then I'm going to read the word. So he hopped to the word to-h-e, which is the word th. Yeah. So he went to th. Now I'm going to have him hop over here. There he goes. And he went to the word to-h-is. And that word is this. Yeah. So now he's here. And I can even add more connections, more little hopping connections in between my words, so that as he goes around, he can go to every word, okay? Here's another one. Connect these ones too. So you can go to every word. And maybe once he's been to the word, you can even put a sticker on it, or you could make a little drawing on it so you remember you've been there, or you can play it more than once. And if you're playing it with someone else, you can also take turns reading the words, okay? So now, or you can have two two objects to do the jumping. So one of you can have one object, the other one can have another one. You also can use cars or little Lego guys or whatever you want to use, okay? So I'm going to hop to another one. I'm going to hop. I want to kind of go with this big word here. So I'm going to hop. Maybe if I turn around, you guys can see. So I'm going to hop this way. I'm going to hop. I was on this. And now I'm going to hop over back to here, which was the. And now I'm going to hop here to the word thumb. Yeah, thumb. Okay, and now I'm going to hop over here to this word. It has e. Oh, it has double eds. We learned about those the other day. So when we have and ed together, it gives me the e sound. So this one's going to say e. 3. So I hopped all the way to 3. Now I'm going to hop down to this big one down here. Yeah, what does it say? It says Thursday. Wait a minute, today is Thursday. So I hopped all the way down to Thursday. And then I can keep going and keep going and keep going. Okay, so I think I'd love for you to play that and practice it over the weekend. And I will send you the words. And you can even make it really big, really big, because there's lots of words that have the t and the h together to make the sound the. Awesome. Okay. All right, so for math, you guys have done a lot of amazing math. You have done the teen beads, you have done teen beads and the board. Then you did some, you did the bead triangle, and then you did some addition questions with your 10s and your colored beads. Now you've counted all of your 10 beads, all beside your big numbers. You went 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And 10 more from 90 is going to give me 100. So now we're going to play with the number 100 a bunch of times so that we really know our numbers from 1 to 100. And I know some of you have done this really a few times in class. You've worked on the 100 board, but we're going to practice, we're going to review it, and then we'll move back to some addition questions, and then subtraction, and multiplication, and division, and we'll just keep moving ahead, okay? So today's activity for math is to find 100 of something. Can you guys do that? I know you can do it. So I want you to find 100 of something in your home. And this is something that you're going to use a few times. So if it's pretty good if you could choose something that you can keep, that you can have kind of in a bucket or to the side, in a bowl. Okay, so you could use pastas. I have, you can use pastas. You know, pastas are not a bad thing to use. You can also use pencil crayons if you have lots of pencil crayons. You can use Legos. I know a lot of my friends have Legos or blocks. You know, that would be great. And then what I want you to do is I want you to count 100 and keep it someplace special, and then send me a picture of what your 100 looks like, because everybody's 100 will look different. If we have 100 pastas, then it's going to maybe just be a pile like this. If I have 100 pine cones, I might have a big pile like this, okay? So I want you to send me a picture of what your 100 looks like, and you could even write the number 100 and put it in front of your 100, okay? So that would be great. All right, so now I'm going to do my 100. So Sloan and I did our 100s. I'm going to use my bird, my backyard bird, Canadian bird towel again, and I'm going to count out my 100 with you so you can see, and hopefully we counted it right the first time we did it. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so this is my bucket, and I actually went to our driveway and I got 100 stones of rocks, okay? So I'm just going to put them out and count 100, and I want you to count with me, okay? So there we go. All right. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So that's halfway. That's 50. That's half of my 100. 50. Okay, let's keep counting. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 78, 79, 80, almost there, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, whoops, 90, okay, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and this one here is going to be 100. There. So that's what it looks like when I have 100 rocks. So this is what my 100 looks like. And what I would even ask you to do, I think I mentioned it, would be just to take a paper, a little paper, and write 100, and then put it with your number in front of you, okay? And that would be awesome. And then you'll send it to me, and I'll get to see what your 100 looks like. And then next week, we're going to kind of do some different things with it. So we're going to break them up maybe into 10s, break them up into 2s, do some different counting that way. Okay, so then try to keep it someplace where you can keep it to the side and then just use it. We'll use it a few times. All right, so cool, 100. I hope you have fun counting it. Okay, so I'm just going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to move mine to the side. I'm going to fold mine in here instead of putting it back in my bucket. There we go. That's pretty good. And now we're going to move on to our fun activity today for practical play. So here we are. And I've been talking so much about birds, and we have our backyard bird book where we've been trying to see birds in our yards or outside and record them and hopefully be able to draw them and write some things that we notice about them. So I thought it would be fun if we made little bird feeders. Super easy, you know, not too much food. I know we're not wasting food right now, or ever, but right now, and you can use even like the core of the apple that you're done with. You know, you could save some of the Cheerios and things that fall on the floor, and then they could be put on here because I don't think the birds will really mind. And this one's so nice because you can hang it in a tree or on your balcony or in a branch, and the birds can kind of rest at it and peck at it, and so you can see them for a little bit longer that way. Okay, so all you really need to do this is to cut a piece of string from your string, and then a skewer, or even if you don't have a skewer, a stick. And if you want to, you can even take off the sharp bit, because really to put on fruit, you know, fruit's so easy to push on. So even like oranges are so easy to stick on, like that. Yeah. And then you can put it all on. And then I had some Cheerios, and they're cool because they have a hole in them. So anything you think that could have, you know, a hole in it that the birds may like to peck at. I'm going to have a strawberry in here. Here's a strawberry. There you go. Right, like that. Okay. Yeah. So any fruits, anything you think they might like, and then once you've filled it up, you can take your string, and then it's just really simple. You're just going to tie a knot. I would love for my friends to try tying the knot themselves. So you can tie the knot on one end, and tie the knot on the other end. Comme ça. There. And then you'll have your little bird feeder, okay? So really simple. I hope you had fun doing that. Hang it outside. And yeah, I hope you had a great lesson today. So we'll say bye to all my friends with our rainbow. Thank you for coming and being here. And I miss you. And then we'll say bye with our heart. Bye. Hope you had fun. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Love you. Bye.